Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Land News Brief. Today is November 30th, last day of the month. Let's take a look at what kind of news we will have today. We're going to review mortgage rate, and New York City looks like when we try to get the tenant, we cannot do a criminal background check anymore. We'll take a look at that, and the tax policy seen as hurdle to housing. Okay, there's some NYC, some example between the land tax and also land with the building tax situation. The next news is new home sales. It's encouraging news, rose by 7.5% in October. Okay. The next news is mortgage rates peaked and started falling. That's also encouraging news. And home prices declined for third straight month. And we need some adjustment. The next news is, this is kind of interesting news. Airbnb launches rental listings. We have to take a look at that. And the last one is BlockFi files for Chapter 11 following FTX. Okay, so let's take a look at the mortgage rate. This week is all green. That's good. So 30-year down to a little bit, 6.299, and 15-year down to 5.499. And FHA down to 5.875. And 10-year Treasury yield down to 3.714. And 5-year ARM, 7-year ARM remain same. 이번 주는 다행히 이자율이 전체적으로 조금씩은 내려간 폭이 됐습니다. Well, the New York City from now on looks like, not now, but anyway, very soon, the background check will not be allowed. Okay, according to NYC council meeting, more than a half council members are favored to ban the tenant background check for criminal. And right now, this bill is under processing to enact. And also, Adam, the mayor, is also favored to this act. So this act will be effective. 200 days after the mayor signs the bill. The process will be initiated December 8th as the first hearing begins. So what does it mean? From now, from this date on, if the mayor signs the bill after it bill passed, the owner and real estate agent will not allow to check the criminal background, except apartment run by NYC Housing Authority and one and two family house with the landlord occupied. So that's the exception, but all other rental listed, the apartment will not be able to check criminal background. 우리가 보통 렌트를 이제 구해줄 때 테넌트들을 찾아서 렌트 어플라이하고 할 때 이제 크리미널 백그라운드를 체크하는 경우가 있는데, 이제 뉴욕시티에서는 이 법령이 통과가 되면 지금 12월 8일 날 첫 히어링을 했는데, 통과가 되면 이제는 랜드로드들이나 리얼에스테이트 부동산 중개사들이 이 크리미널 백그라운드 체크를 할 수가 없게 된다. 불이익을 줄 수 없다. 이런 지금 법령이 만들어지고, 뉴욕 메이어도 시장도 이 법령을 지금 찬성하고 있다. 그런 지금 뉴스가 들어와 있고요. Okay, next. This is interesting news. Higher levies on towers than on vacant lots. drew criticism amid apartment shortage. The owners of vacant lots has paid relatively little taxes, very little taxes on the property because it doesn't contain any buildings. So that's the situation. In other words, if you keep the vacant lot, okay, tax is very low while you are waiting for land value goes up. So that later you can sell it. So-called speculation, okay? Land speculation. And that becomes a problem because right now in NYC alone has more than 77,000 lots vacant. They don't want to build apartment because when you build the apartment, it's going to be huge tax. And according to this research group, Altus, and it's a vacant lot, okay, 77,000 lots in New York City. And these lots could add, if someone build apartment or commercial space, it will add an estimated 858 million square feet of housing and commercial space. That is equivalent to 300 Empire State Buildings. That's a huge. And we want to see some samples here, some example here. This is the east, is the First Avenue, and it's 42nd Street, east to 42nd Street, and east to 38th Street. In between this vacant lot right now here, this is a 666 First Avenue. Size is 6.34 acres, and tax is only $9 million. So if we calculate per acre is little over 1.5 million per acre, tax-wise. But if you look at this building right across, okay, number 2 building is 685 First Avenue. The tax is 8.51 million. So compared with this lot, the tax per acre is 11.5 million. That's a lot. And also this Tudor City Place, okay, it looks like the 3 buildings joined. And that's compared with this very small lot, the tax per acre is $8.59 million. So there is a big rate difference between the lot with the tower and lot without tower. So what this owner is looking for, why they don't build apartment? Because they're paying very little tax, okay, and waiting for land value goes up, and then later they can sell it. So that's what we call land speculation. And in NYC, as we saw, there are about 77,000 lots are waiting for just value goes up, and they don't build the apartment. That's a problem because we need more apartment, and we thought there's no enough lots. Okay, there is not enough lots, but it is not the case. And what about reverse the tax policy? I think Korea, they're doing this. If you keep vacant land, they will levy heavy taxes. Okay, so tax off of the buildings and onto land will encourage buildings and discourage land speculations. That's what this criticism we have, and maybe it's a politics, but something interesting in the New York City cases. 지금 나대지에 대한 세금 정책이 지금 우리가 체인지가 필요하다라고 하는 크리티시즘이 많이 나오고 있는데, 왜냐하면 뉴욕시티 같은 경우에 지금 한 7만 7천 개의 랏이 지금 비어 있다. 베이컨 랜드로 가지고 있다. 근데 빌드를 안 해요. 디벨롭을 안 해. 왜냐하면 디벨롭을 하면 휴지 텍스가 매겨지기 때문에 골치가 아프죠. 빌딩 지어야 되죠. 텍스 내죠. 여러 가지로. 근데 나대지를 갖고 있으면 땅값이 자꾸 올라가죠. 그에 비해서 텍스는 굉장히 적게 레비되고 있다. 그런 얘기죠. 그래서 우리가 샘플에서 봤지만 나중에 한번 자세히 보시고요. 그래서 이것이 문제다. 만약에 이거를 거꾸로 하면 어떠냐. 나대지를 가지고 있으면 텍스를 더 매기면 그러면 그걸 피해서 세금 피해서 빌딩을 짓겠죠. 그러면 우리가 아파트면 쇼티지 같은 것들이 해결될 수가 있지 않겠느냐 하는 크리티시즘이 지금 나오고 있다. 그런 얘기를 지금 하고 있고요. Okay, this is a bit encouraging news. New home sales rose 7.5% in October. That's good news. The sale of new built homes rose in October from prior month, from September. That's good. And usually, but led by sales of higher priced homes, offering little relief for the housing market. And so new home sales rose 7.5% in October from September to about totally 632,000 homes, new homes. Usually about new homes takes about 10% of the entire sales transaction in US. But right now, existing homes, we are talking about a little over 4 million, right? 4.5 million, let's say. And new homes, 632,000. So it's more than 10% right now. So that much new home sales is doing good. That's what we can interpret. And new home sales beat expectations, okay? But reversal of the general downward trend is doubtful for now, given high birth rate and builder permission. Okay, but still, yes, it's the new homes beat expectation, but totally reversal would not be possible at this moment. So, but it's just still piece of good news. 조금 우리가 좋아 보이는 뉴스는 그렇죠. 뉴 홈 세일이 10월 달에 9월 달에 비해서 7.5% 늘어났다. 그거는 좀 인카리징 되는 뉴스예요. 그러나 주로 하이엔드 프라이스들이 그렇게 늘어났다. 그런 얘기예요. 자, 그래서 지금 대개 existing home sale 숫자하고 new home sale이 한 10분의 1 정도 돼요. new home sale이. 근데 지금 existing home sale이 전번 주에 됐죠. 뭐 450만 대 정도 year over year로 지금 현재. 근데 뉴 홈이 632, 그러니까 63만 2천이니까 10%가 지금 넘게 돼 있는 그런 좋은 상황인 것 같아요. 그러나 그렇게 상황을 뒤집을 만한 그런 것은 아니다 하는 지금 뉴스가 들어와 있고요. Okay, this is also encouraging news. Mortgage rates peaked and started falling. According to Freddie Mac, the average mortgage rate for 30-year fixed rate fell down to 6.58% as of November 27th. And this is the 0.5% down for 4 weeks. So that's good news. And Sam Carter, as we often hear, Sam Carter, as a chief economist of Freddie Mac, said mortgage rates will be decreased for a while. Okay, so hopefully it's good news. And the MBA, the mortgage Mortgage and Bank Association said the mortgage demand rose 2.2% last week. And overall, so the mortgage application rose 3% last week. Okay, and but still it was 41% low compared to a year earlier. So mortgage industry is having a tough time right now. And mortgage rates fell to, if mortgage rate fell to 5.5% range, home buyers become active again, said the people involved in the mortgage industry. Yes, we hope not 6% range. Hope it fell down to a 5-point range. Then they will see buyers activities again. 지금 프레디맥에서 11월 27일부로 average 30-year mortgage rate이 6.58로 다운됐다. 그래서 4주 동안에 한 0.5가 지금 떨어졌다. 그렇게 지금 발표를 했고요. 그래서 모기지 애플리케이션이 전번 주에 3%가 올라갔다. 그러나 전체적으로는 아직도 41%가 낮다. 뭐에 비해서 1년 전에 비해서. 그래서 지금 이제 모기지 인더스트리 쪽에 있는 분들은 모기지 레이시 한 5.5% 정도까지 떨어지면 다시 홈바이들이 액티브해질 것 같다라고 보고 있다라는 뉴스가 지금 들어와 있고요. Okay, and home prices declined for 30 straight months. Well, the last week we reported, but that was NAR median price statistics. But today, Wall Street Journal report S&P Core Logic Index. S&P Core Logic Index deals with 20 U.S. metro area. And overall, it fell 1% from August to September. This index down 2.6% over the 3-month period. So home prices in many major cities has been booming for years. We know that. That surge reversed abruptly. We have experienced, right? This abrupt change reversed abruptly this year due to rapid rise in mortgage rate. And right now, the price going down, especially in San Francisco. For instance, home prices in San Francisco tumbled down 2.9 to almost 3% in 1 month from August to September. That's big. And recent monthly home price declines there has been steeper than in 2001 when the dot bubble burst, spilled over the housing market. So the decline, the speed, okay, it's steeper. And Seattle home prices also fell down 2.9% on a monthly basis as well. So San Francisco, Seattle is a famous area. If usually house price rises, this area is pick up fast, usually. But right now, it's monthly basis 3% decline. It's huge. 그 홈 프라이스가 3개월 계속 지금 떨어지고 있다. 근데 요거는 S&P 코어 로직 인덱스예요. 이 코어 로직 인덱스는 미국의 메트로 에어리아를 주로 보는데 20 메트로 에어리아 통계를 주로 보죠. 그런데 지금 전체적으로 1% 떨어졌고 3개월 사이에는 2.6%가 떨어졌다. 그리고 가장 지금 많이 떨어진 데는 샌프란시스코가 한 달에 3%가 떨어졌고 마찬가지로 시애틀도 지금 그런 상황이다. 그렇게 지금 되어 있고요. This is the some graph. This is change from a year earlier. Okay, change from a year earlier, but still house price compared to a year ago, 10.6% higher. But look at this drop, okay? Like a few months ago, it was over 20% higher compared to a year ago. But now that change dropped to 10.6%. Okay, so that much changing right now in terms of a house price. And year 2010, it was decreased from year ago. Okay, that much minus, and then it picked up. Okay, and then it's really picked up. House price went crazy, frenzy market right after this 2020. This is right after during pandemic or right after pandemic, and it hit a 20% increase compared from the year earlier. Okay. Now, this is interesting news that everyone kind of needs to pay attention. Airbnb is launching a listing service for a rental apartment, but they're dealing with just a short-term rent, and they are kind of joining together with some of the biggest landlord and property managers in the country, a bid to expand its business in multifamily buildings where owners often shun short-term rentals. Typically, multifamily owners, building owners, rental apartment owners, they don't like short-term rental. But now they can kind of join together with Airbnb and let Airbnb deal with short-term rental listings. So new service will feature more than 175 buildings managed by Equity Residential. You familiar with Equity Residential? The last week we had the news about this one high-rise rental building in Georgia City. The Equity Residential raised 40% of the rent when the tenant tried to renew. So they filed a petition to the Georgia City, and they allow rent control, no more than 4%. That's the Equity Residential. But anyway, so they have a lot of properties, I imagine, and also Greystar Real Estate Partners LLC and 10 other companies, Airbnb said Wednesday. So this site is just like any other listing platform, for instance, Zillow rental platform, and also apartment.com. But this site, okay, Airbnb rental listing platform, deal with units with short-term sublets are allowed. So that's a difference. So Airbnb is expanding their business, not just houses. Now they are getting into multifamily buildings, okay? The typical rental complex for the short-term rentals. That's kind of interesting change. 그 에어비앤비가 이제 주로는 이제 집이나 아니면 칸도 쪽을 주로 많이 이제 리스팅을 했죠. 근데 이제 렌털, 멀티패밀리, 그러니까 렌털 컴플렉스 안에도 이제 에어비앤비가 리스팅 서비스를 하겠다. 그 리스팅 그 플랫폼이 그 질로나 아파트먼트닷컴하고 비슷하게 기능을 할 텐데, 그러나 에어비앤비는 쇼텀 렌트만 다루겠다. 그런데 지금 벌써 뉴 서비스로 한 175개 빌딩이 서로 이제 연결됐고요. 그래서 한번 두고 봐야 될 것 같아요. 어떤 식으로 이게 전개가 될지. 이렇게 참고하시고요. Okay, the last news is talking about cryptocurrency. BlockFi files for Chapter 11, the bankruptcy, following FTX. Probably you heard the FTX news. They filed the bankruptcy earlier this month. On November 11th, Sam Bankman-Fried, the name is very weird, founder and CEO of FTX Cryptocurrency Derivatives Exchange, filed the Chapter 11 protection. That's only November. And this FTXE, approximately 130 additional affiliate companies are part of the proceedings. And FTX indicate it has more than 100 creditors. Wow, that sounds like a trouble. And assets is the 10 to 50 billions. Just for example, Lehman incident, Lehman had about 600 billion in assets, and the Enron also, you heard the Enron incident, I would say accident, but it's a big problem in the financial industry. It had a 60 billion asset. So it sounds like some trouble. We don't know much about the, I don't know much about the cryptocurrency, but it looks like a very troublesome. And it has 100,000 creditors. So since they filed the bankruptcy protection, the creditors cannot pull out their money, stopped, freezed. And then following FTX bankruptcy, another cryptocurrency company, which is cryptocurrency lender. Wow, I didn't know even they can lend the cryptocurrency to other people. But anyway, BlockFi is a cryptocurrency lender, filed for Chapter 11 as well. And it actually is Monday. So it's spotlighting the contagion effects that the failure of the crypto exchange has unleashed. Once like river dam fell down, and then its contagion effect, all other related companies is going to fall down. So it looks like that kind of situation right now. That's what Wall Street Journal said yesterday. And BlockFi's top 10 creditors alone are owned close to 1.2 billion. The problem is somehow, I don't know why, personally I don't understand, but the pension fund of a big company, for instance, they invested this kind of a company. So now they filed the Chapter 11 bankruptcy. So what is going to happen with those pension fund, retirement pension fund, for instance? It smells big problem with cryptocurrency. 크립토커런시는 저는 개인적으로 잘은 모르지만은 최근에 몇 주 전서부터 FTX가 bankruptcy해서 지금 큰 뉴스가 터졌거든요. 그 FTX가 지금 채권자들이죠. 크레디터니까 한 10만 명의 채권자들이 있대요. 에셋이 뭐 이제 이렇게 되고 하는데 뭐 10 billion에서 50 billion. liability도 10 to 50 billion. 리만 사태 여러분 잘 아시죠? 그때 리만이 가지고 있던 에셋이 600 billion이었고, 엔런 사태도 아시죠? 그때 엔런이 60 billion 정도 가지고 있었다. 자, 이 하나가 무너지기 시작하니까 지금 거기에 딸려 있는 또 다른 관계된 회사가 또 챕터 11 파일을 bankruptcy 파일을 했어요. 그게 뭐냐면 크립토커런시 랜더. 저는 잘 모르지만 아무튼 크립토커런시를 또 이제 랜딩해주는 돈을 빌려주는 회사 같아요. 블락파이가. 그래서 거기도 지금 bankruptcy 파일을 했다. 그래서 이게 체인 이펙트가 일어나지 않느냐, contagion effect, 전염병 같이 그런 지금 상황이 아니냐라고 보고 있는데, 아무튼 블락파이의 탭 크레디터, 10 채권자들 가장 큰 사람들의 토탈 빚이 말하자면 오운한 것이 1.2 빌리언 정도 된다. 제가 여기 싫지는 않았지만 문제는 뭐냐면요, 이 큰 회사들이 펜션 펀드가 여기 들어가 있대요. 그러면 지금 이제 어떻게 되느냐? 누군가는 이거를 그러면 사줘야 되잖아요. 산다는 얘기는 돈을 이제 펌프인 한다는 얘기죠. 그래서 또 정상화를 시켜야 되는데 누가 할 수 있을지는 모르겠어요. Maybe 머스크 같은 사람이 할 수 있을까요? That's we have to see. Okay, that's it for this week's news brief. I hope you enjoyed it and hope somewhat you have some insight of what's going on in the financial industry and real estate industry as well. Thank you for joining. See you all next week.